Ooh, I'm about to go to work, guys. A quick video right here talking about Jakob Poeltl, Doug McDermott, and Josh Richardson's trade value. We talked about this whole season, but finally Mike's got over the hoops hype. Put out the information right there for us to read, which we'll be reading, and go check it out. Notebook. But Doug McDermott last year was allegedly a negative trade value. Josh Richardson, we've heard second round and a protected first is what you need, while Jakob Poeltl is 2 first-round picks. These are all informations we've heard. I want to hear your thoughts. Who do you want to see traded? I personally think Jakob Poeltl might be re-signed if they keep him past the deadline. But let's get right into the news and talk about what is going to happen in San Antonio, because it's definitely an interesting thing that's going on over there. Look, a lot of teams would like Josh Richardson on their squad, and I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We made a video discussing the trade intel when we initially heard of it a few weeks ago, but let's just talk about what we know now. So, hey, let's get right into it. So, the San Antonio Spurs are considered potential trade deadline sellers in the eyes of NBA executives around the league, with a trio of enticing veterans. While the current asking price for Jakob Poeltl is 2 first-round picks, multiple executives who spoke with HoopsHype believe that the Spurs can get 1 first-round pick for Poeltl, but 2 is unlikely given he'll enter unrestricted free agency and potentially earn roughly $20 million annually this summer. The Spurs can get a first-round pick and a solid young player. It might be the middle ground for them to get a deal done. If the Spurs keep Poeltl past the deadline, the Spurs would seemingly pay to keep him, since they wouldn't want to lose an asset of his caliber for nothing. If traded, Poeltl's new team would have the pressure added to retain him in free agency, especially if the team gave up a first-round pick to acquire him. However, veteran sharpshooter Doug McDermott could command 1 or 2 second-round picks on a trade depending on the market and the pick number or any protections, league sources told HoopsHype. McDermott used to be considered a negative trade asset that you would have to attach a first-round pick just to move him, but now that he's shooting 41.8% from downtown and is owed $13.75 million next season with the salary cap jumping, it's not too bad. While Josh Richardson is also available for a second-round pick due to the fact that he's becoming an unrestricted free agent this summer. He's only 29 years old and he's a 3-and-D swingman who's had a decent year shooting the three-point ball. Now, I think Doug McDermott and Josh Richardson are 2 players that a bunch of contending teams or interested teams should be going out there and trying to acquire, just because I think he could be someone that very much helps a team out. And that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you were the San Antonio Spurs, what would you do and why? But let me hear your thoughts down below. I love every single one of them, and goodbye.